Yo, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan and welcome back to another episode of Monday Mailbox. This is a series where you guys ask me questions either about GTA or gaming in general, and I give you guys, my opinions on them. And if you want to ask a question for next week's episode, let me know in the comment section and just put like Monday Mailbox or something in front of it so I know that it is a question for this series. Now, getting right into the first question, we have Craft or Cookie Monster from Twitter. He says, do you think Rockstar will ever add more radio stations and more songs to GTA Online? This is actually a question I've been getting a lot lately, and I guess I don't notice it that much, or I don't notice it as often as you guys do, because I'm assuming most of you guys actually play with the radio stations on, and you listen to the songs over and over again, and after, what has it been, almost a year now, that's going to get old. Whereas I, and most YouTubers, we have to turn the radio and the music off, so, for copyright reasons on YouTube, so I actually don't get a chance to even listen to the songs, but this is definitely something that I think Rockstar will do. I mean, there's a lot of songs that were cut from the initial release of the game, and I know people kind of speculate that those might be coming back in a DLC pack or, whatever they decide to, if they do add more radio stations, whatever method they decide to add them, and maybe it's a DLC, maybe it's just a patch, maybe it's just some random stuff, I don't know. But I definitely think they will, because it is something really popular, and like, if not, again, like we always say, man, PC, we'll be adding our own radio station. We'll be adding real life radio stations. So, yeah, man, for sure. Next question from Milos on Twitter. He says, do you think Rockstar will release the Hydra and the Hunter in a military-type DLC in the future? By the way, love your vids. Thanks for that, man. And as for the Hunter and the Hydra, my theory is that, obviously we thought it was going to be coming with the flight school. And it made sense kind of when we first heard about it, flight school, Hydra, cool, right? Especially with the code and stuff found. Well, if you actually look into it, the Hydra and the Hunter don't really fit with the flight school, with the planes that were in there. Those are sort of just commercial, chill flying around planes, where the Hydra and the Hunter, these are, like you said, more military type of planes. So if they were to add a military DLC, and a lot of people said maybe November, I want to say it's 11th, that's Veterans Day. I don't know. It's somewhere in November, there's a holiday, and that could be the day when they actually make a military DLC and they release the stuff. I don't know. That's just speculation, obviously. The one thing you do have to remember, I think we said this in the Squadcast, what was it? I think it was the gold paint job. There was a couple other things that we found in the code that necessarily didn't come in the DLC right after we found them. So just because Rockstar added it doesn't mean, it's gonna be coming, right away. They have to still play test it, and, for all we know, they have issues with the hovering mode or something. So just know that, but I think it definitely will be coming just because so many freaking people want it. And I think Rockstar, despite some of their stuff they've done in the past, I think they want to make people happy. So I think it will happen. Next question from Dextery Plays on Twitter. And this one, I'm going to do a separate video specifically on this like we do with every patch. But his question is, what is the #1 thing you were hoping for in the 1.17 patch? Like I said, I'm going to be doing a video going more in depth, maybe giving you my top 5, but #1 right now, let's see, I don't know, maybe, and I'm going to be realistic with this one, maybe the ability to save custom outfits, because for me, when I change outfits often, that's kind of like the one thing that I wish would happen. And I know I made the video a couple weeks ago talking about how there was some code around that whole idea, and I'm hoping it does come in the 1.17 patch, because that would just save a lot of people, and myself, a good amount of time that they spend changing outfits. Now, moving into the next question, Matthew Reeb, and this is actually kind of two questions that people ask, but they're kind of on the same topic. So he says, do you think that the official PS Magazine in the UK is speculation or confirmed? And basically what he's talking about here is, and I'll go ahead and put a picture on the screen, the PlayStation, I guess the UK magazine, they sort of tease the front cover of the magazine. And as you can see, there's a bunch of zombie text and, a bunch of pictures that have to do with zombies. But underneath the text that says run, it's a zombie outbreak. It says featuring Resident Evil, Dying Light, H1Z1, The Walking Dead, and Grand Theft Auto V, ? Now that is definitely interesting. And this, moving on to the next question from Corrupted Nuker, he says, do you think the zombie DLC could be coming out in October for the Halloween, or for Halloween, I'm guessing he means. Well, let's get into this. Let's get into the PlayStation Magazine for a second here. The one thing that kind of throws everybody off is the fact that there's a question mark. And why would they put a question mark if something, or if they knew that this was gonna be confirmed? You know, why would it lead you to believe, or why would it make you question if there were gonna be zombies in GTA Online or GTA 5 in general? I think in the past couple weeks or so, there's been a couple of, you know, leaks and stuff with Chrome and some other guys that do that stuff regarding zombies and some code that they found. And could this magazine be doing a speculation on that? I mean, that wouldn't really make sense. And I know a friend of mine, Mr. Boss, is many of you guys know him. He was telling me that it just wouldn't make sense. Why would they, you know, a reputable magazine like this, why would they sort of make an article and especially put it on the front cover if it's just speculation from some code? But this is pretty much where I want you guys to come in. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this zombie DLC, or this zombie hint, I guess you could call it, regarding GTA 5. I mean, we all know Red Dead Redemption, Undead Nightmare, that was a amazing DLC. And if they could replicate something like that for GTA 5, I would, you know, I would be having some fun with that. I know a lot of you guys kind of don't want any more zombies, but still I think they have the potential to make a really good DLC. And as for the second question, you know, about Halloween in October, well, obviously next month, September, and that's going to be the anniversary release. And we don't know exactly what Rockstar's doing for the anniversary of GTA, but, and this is completely speculation, I am hoping it's Heist, because that would kind of make sense. You know, a year later, they release Heist on the anniversary, but who knows. But yeah, man, for October, a zombie DLC would be, like, that'd be perfect, because it would fit the theme kind of that they do with, you know, DLCs, and especially with holiday DLCs. And it would definitely be fun if they were to add an Undead Nightmare or some sort of DLC like that to the game. So I mean, that is pretty much it with this video. But again, and I'll probably go ahead and put on the screen one more time the PlayStation Magazine cover for next week. Obviously we'll have to wait and see what this what they're talking about here when it comes out. I'll let you guys know, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss that. But for sure, man, this is definitely some interesting news. And it's actually kind of exciting because nothing really besides maybe some lines of code or something here and there having to do with zombies has been said about any sort of zombie DLC or something. So it's definitely awesome that a official magazine is talking about this. And I'm hoping it's not just speculation. I'm hoping that it actually has some substance behind it and they know something that maybe we don't know. Because this is PlayStation, and obviously Rockstar are teaming up with Sony to do some exclusive stuff, or get stuff early at least. So it should definitely be an interesting week when this does come out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Monday Mailbox. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts on this, and if you have any other questions regarding anything, let me know as well for next week's episode. Anyway, go ahead and drop a like if you did enjoy this video. One thing I just want to say real quick is thank you guys so much for the support on the stream highlights video I did over the weekend. It went over really well, and I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. I will also be live streaming later tonight if you want to come check me out. The link to my live stream is in the description if you don't already know about it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.